thank you. That's fine. Please, if I have one more cup of this stuff, I'm simply going to float away.
Where'd you have in mind? Tahiti, Hawaii?
Dr. Kitchener's office. Shouldn't you be going?
Sir, I thought we were going to have a sister-to-sister chat. Now, if you're just going to blow me off and throw me out there to the sharks,
Megan,
you're thinking of, like, totally getting rid of me. Yes, I know. You want to have dinner with Bo. I can understand that. But think about your
I know
sister.
that you think you're really hilarious. I'm not laughing.
I noticed. I don't think you should have any more caffeine.
Listen, Dad went to a lot of trouble to make this appointment for you. I don't think you should be late for your first session, do you?
Excuse me, can I have a little more coffee?
Megan, I asked you a question.
Yes, and I heard you, and I've changed my mind about this psychiatrist business. I'm not going to go.
Honey, all I could find was some peroxide, so hold still, okay?
That's fine, honey. Ooh.
Honey, I'm sorry. It's just I have to clean this.
That's all right. Oh, now I'll be in perfect condition next time Titan wants to put me into another atomic death grip.
Honey, don't even say that, all right? We've stayed alive so far, right?
Yeah, thanks to your quick thinking. Ow, honey. Tell you, Jamie's really gonna be mad when he finds out that you were pulling his leg about that emerald being in Michael Grande's safe. We really could be in trouble when he finds it out.
Yeah, honey.
I don't say that to scare you, though. I just think, you know, when he finds out that you tricked him, we're gonna be in hot water.
Well, it wasn't a trick.
What do you mean?
I told him the truth. Gabrielle and Michael have the emerald. It's in a safe at Grandview.
Do you know anything about this ring?
Well, it's quite extraordinary, isn't it? And familiar. Where might I have seen an emerald like that before?
Well, it looks to me like one of the Mendorran jewels that half the world seems to be searching for.
Mendorran?
Yes. Gabrielle, you are strangely silent. I know I didn't put it in the safe. And there's only one other person who knows the combination. You.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Michael, there's a perfectly good explanation for all this.
Now, how did I know you were going to say that?
Yes, well, that is not actually the Mendorran emerald. In reality, it's...
Yes?
Mother, why don't you go and find Deborah?
Well, whatever she finds so fascinating in the greenhouse, I find it infinitely more interesting here.
Mother?
Yes.
Now, suppose you tell me what this was doing in the safe?
Well, Michael, you were half right.
Which half is that?
I did put the ring in the safe, but it's not the Mendorran emerald. It's just a piece of glass. You see, I really planned a prank, a sort of a silly, fun game for Tina.
A prank for Tina?
Well, she's been working so hard these last few months, what with the Lambview Grand and then the success with the Milano Grand. I thought we owed her an extra token of esteem.
Fine, but a fake ring?
I thought it was the perfect gift. I was just waiting for the perfect time to give it to her. Her own copy of the Mendorran emerald. I was going to make, you know, a special effort with it and wrap it up.
Oh, so you were keeping it in the safe in the meantime?
Yes, if you think it's a bad idea, I can throw it away.
No, don't. My God, she's so caught up in this fantasy search for the jewels, she'll have a reaction that'll be entertaining for all of us.
That's certainly true. Yeah, I do feel bad for her. I mean, she had a rotten time in Italy, and then she came back and found herself in this scavenger hunt. I thought perhaps my gift would lighten her up a bit.
Well, I certainly hope it lightens her up. And I owe you an apology.
No, I should have told you about it.
Yes, you should have, but I didn't have to interrogate you like that in front of your mother.
It's all right.
You know, the more I get to know you, the more you surprise me.
Pleasantly, I hope.
Very pleasantly. This little game for Tina is charming. My bride-to-be not only has beauty, but she has the heart of a great lady. Oh, and now she's blushing. Beauty and yet modesty, too. Is there anything you lack?
Occasionally.
Oh, now that is the woman I know and love. Oh, right now I have to be the most fortunate man on the entire earth.
Wait till you see it, Titan. If I do say so myself, it is my greatest achievement. There.
Wow.
Well, is that all you can say? Wow?
Ursula, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you won't take this the wrong way. Jamie Sanders has got to be the luckiest guy in the world.
Titan, why do you say a thing like that?
Ain't it obvious? He's engaged to you.
Oh, no, really, Titan.
It's true, Urs. Can I call you Urs?
Yeah, if you want to, sure.
I, in my life, have never met a lady like you. A lady so helpful, so smart. Those hands of yours are like...
A concert pianist, master sculptress.
lethal weapons. Just look at what you can make. Anything from homemade bombs to electric chairs. Is there anything you can't do?
Well, I've never had much success with Christmas cookies.
Cookies you can buy, but this. Talk about your works of art.
Oh.
It's special, Urs. Really special.
Art? Well, Titan, I didn't know that you were an art critic as well as being a heavyweight wrestler.
You learn a lot traveling on the wrestling circuit. All those days with time on my hands waiting for the main event. I used to hang out at the museums.
No kidding.
Very enlightening.
So you really understand what it is I'm trying to do here.
You are a real genius.
Well, such rare praise. I don't know if I deserve that, especially since I had to compromise my standards here by putting the switch right over here on this wall. See, normally it would be outside in a separate viewing room, but there was such a shortage of wire.
Well, if you want me to help scrounge for parts.
Oh, no, I don't want to alert my future grandmother-in-law.
Oh, Liz can be a pain in the keister, huh?
Well, you know how in-laws are, and Elizabeth is always sticking her nose in where it doesn't belong. I swear, if she's not careful, someday she's going to get it clipped right off. I feel like I just want to take her by the neck and strangle.
Forget about Liz. You gotta put this chair to use.
You're right, Titan. You are right. Art is to be seen and used and enjoyed.
So, when do we get to enjoy it?
Just as soon as I convince Jamie that he should kill Tina, which shouldn't be long at all, maybe midnight tonight.
Gabrielle has the emerald?
Yeah, see? So you don't have to worry.
How long have you known? No, I'm sorry, that's my second question. How did you find out that Gabrielle had that emerald?
Well, honey, believe me, I just found out just recently when Gabrielle told me that Michael had it.
Oh, well, she just volunteered that information to you.
Well, apparently Michael's had it for some time, and that should make you happy.
No, if Michael had the emerald in his safe for a long time, why would Gabrielle tell you about it?
Why?
Aren't you the one who told me that those crown jewels are worth an enormous fortune?
Yeah, they are. That's why Michael has spent years to try to find them, so I don't see what's wrong with me spending a few months.
Look, Tina, don't try to change the subject on me. You know, Michael and Gabrielle are not known for their generosity. I would like to know why they are being so generous for you.
Look, it doesn't have anything to do with generosity.
Uh-huh.
Gabrielle found out that I had the diamond and she had the emerald, so she thought we'd, you know, join forces to look for the rest of the jewels. Well, you believe me, don't you?
I don't know, Tina. I mean, I don't know what I can believe nowadays.
Honey, I had the diamond, she had the emerald. It's a business agreement. We're partners.
Oh, and what about me, your husband, your partner? How do I fit into this little partnership you got going with Gabrielle?
I thought you'd be angry.
You're right, Tina. I would have been angry because I told you to leave these jewels alone and not go looking for them anymore. But you know what really burns me? The fact that you are still lying to me and still deceiving me.
Honey, please, I'm telling you the whole story about the jewels. I am. You gotta believe me, please.
Was it a promise? Thanks, Tina. I've had plenty of your promises. Look, I don't want any promises, Tina. I don't want any sacred vows. What I want, for once, Tina, is the truth. And I want it now.
You're not going?
It's no big deal. People cancel doctor's appointments all the time. Look at you. You didn't go to that doctor when you had that root canal.
Oh, please. I think this is a little more serious than a toothache. Besides, Dad went to a lot of trouble to get you the right psychiatrist for your problem.
Yes, I appreciate
No,
that.
I don't think you do. Dr. Kitchener was booked solid. Dad had to convince him that your problem couldn't wait.
Everyone is treating me like I'm in some sort of major crisis here. I'm not.
Megan, I happen to be a therapist, remember? And I know the first sign of serious trouble is when the patient won't admit there's a problem.
Stop treating me like one of your patients.
Yeah, well, I would treat you a lot harder if you weren't my sister.
Sarah, just cool it, okay?
Megan, you're the one who said you wanted to see a psychiatrist. You told Dad yourself.
Yes, I realize that, but I've changed my mind. Look at me. I am fine. This Ruby episode is behind me. I don't see how talking about it is going to help.
Do you think pretending that it won't happen again is going to help? You're not the only one involved here. You know, there's Max, Dad, me. We're the ones who worry about you. And we're the ones who are going to have to deal with Ruby Bright if she comes back. And we're not even experts, Megan. Listen, if you won't go see Dr. Kitchener for yourself, would you please at least do it for the people that love and care about you?
And this is going easy? All right. All right. I'll go. Get it over with.
All right, so what do you think of Mother?
Actually, she reminds me of you.
Oh, great.
Beautiful, charming, and very protective of her children.
You like that, don't you? The maternal instinct.
Yeah, damn right I do. That's why I've always respected your feelings for Al. Family's important to you. I can imagine how difficult it's been living far away from your mother and your sister.
Yes. It's not always easy living next to them either. Deborah's lovely, but Mother and
I know, but I grew up as an orphan, and I find it hard to understand how a parent and a child can ever let anything come between them. So I'm hoping that Julia's visit will help to mend the fences. There you are. Come on in.
We didn't want to interrupt the happy couple. It's nice to see you smiling at each other again.
Well, it's easy to smile. We have a lot to celebrate. And along those lines, why don't we all celebrate the wedding engagement by having dinner at the hotel tonight?
Oh, that's very generous. Thank you for including us, but we've got to get back to the hotel and unpack and settle in.
Nonsense. The Emperor Suite won't be ready until the morning, so you will stay here tonight as our guests and have dinner with us. I'll have your bag sent over.
Well, since you put it that way, we can hardly refuse.
No, I'm afraid I have to decline. I'm still recovering from the flight. If you don't mind, I'd like to take a nice long hot bath and get to bed early.
Well, of course you should. And if you get hungry, you tell Martin to fix you something because you're not a guest, you're family.
My favorite word, family. More precious than emeralds, imagined or real.
No, I mean it. I want to apologize to both of you for being so hasty before. You're absolutely right, Elizabeth. I have no business being the judge and jury for Tina's life.
Well, I'm glad we all agree on that.
Yeah, the only fair thing to do is to put Tina on trial.
Trial?
Of course. Let a jury of her peers decide her fate.
Her peers?
Who else but our fellow escapees from Statesville? What better cross-section of society could we ask for?
Ursula, sweetheart, we're not exactly set up for a trial here. Besides, I don't think the rest of the gang is going to go for it.
Au contraire, I think that they would love to be on the other side of the courtroom for a change. Why don't we just ask them?
Damn it, Ursula, I am running this operation, not you. And I will say what goes.
Well, I said I was sorry, didn't I? I'm just trying to do the right thing, but it never matters to you. You don't love me anymore.
Neither my stomach nor my nerves can take much more of that woman. I demand that we sell the jewels that we have, take the money, and get out of here.
We just need the emerald, that's it.
To hell with the emerald. And not for 1 minute do I believe Tina's story that Michael Grande has it in his safe.
For Tina's sake, as well as our own, I hope you're wrong.
And if I'm right?
Then Tina and her hubby are as good as dead.
Jamie.
That's enough, Grams. Now remember what I told Ursula. I'm the one who's still in control here.
Are you, my dear? I'm beginning to wonder if you're not as out of control as your fiancé.
No, I don't need any help. Ruby Bright is out of my life, and she is not coming back.
I'm sorry I'm late, but I've been running all over town trying to get a line on where Cord and Tina might be.
Well, honey, I think they went on a very private kind of vacation. I don't think it's any great mystery that they don't want to be found.
Under normal circumstances, yeah, but with Ursula Blackwell and the Sanders duo on the loose, it just seems to me that Cord would at least call us and maybe find out if we're all okay.
Well, I'm sure they're thinking about us, but I don't think it's any surprise that Tina would want to get away from Ursula.
Well, I understand that. Sure, but Cord should at least let us know how to get in contact with him, like in case of an emergency. And then there's the banner.
What about it?
Well, he promised Clint and Vicky that he'd look after the newspaper while they took the kids to the ranch.
Well, I'm sure Briggs just told him that everything would run fine without him there.
Funny you should mention Briggs, because I just had a talk with him earlier today, and he's as puzzled about this whole thing as I am. Cord promised him that he was going to call and let him know wherever he was when he got there.
No call?
No, not a word. So you still think that I'm a little foolish for being so worried?
Well, honey, I mean, you don't think that...
Look. Jamie Sanders has never made it a real secret that he absolutely hates our family. Elizabeth Sanders lives for revenge. And then Ursula Blackwell, man, you look up the term loose cannon in the dictionary, there's a picture of Ursula right next to the definition.
I know that. I find it really hard to believe that Cord and Tina have fallen into their hands. Of course, with Tina, anything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
If Tina were in trouble, Cord wouldn't think twice about just jumping in and helping her.
Yeah. See, you're starting to think the same thing I am now.
So have you talked to the police yet?
Yeah, I talked to Rafe. He's got his men working overtime trying to gather up all these inmates that escaped from Statesville. One of them is Neil Delaney.
Thank God he's behind bars.
Yeah. I haven't forgotten what he tried to do to you. The thought of paying this little guy a visit. Just...
No. Wait a minute. Why do you have to have anything to do with Neil Delaney at all?
Because he just might know something about Jamie and the rest of that group.
Well, fine. Then have Rafe talk to him.
Rafe has talked to him. He got nowhere. So I thought maybe I'd have better luck. Anyway, he's already arranged it. I'm on my way to Statesville right now to talk to Delaney, and that's why I have to cancel dinner.
No, just wait, honey. I don't care about dinner, all right? I don't want you to go near Neil Delaney. There's no telling what he might do.
Gord, I hate when you get like this. Please, honey, I need you so much. I'm so scared.
I need you too, Tina. I need your strength, but most of all, damn it, Tina, I need your honesty.
Honey, I'm really trying to be honest with you about this. I am. Look, Gabrielle and I have a certain bond between us. I mean, we've known each other a long time, and when she found out that I had the diamond and she had the emerald, it just seemed natural we'd become partners on this. And look, it's not that far-fetched. I mean, look, I had already found the opal and the diamond, and she had the emerald, so we really only had to look for one more jewel, and then we'd have the whole fortune.
Yeah.
Look, you can understand with me. I can. I mean, look where we are, and this is all my fault. Somehow, I don't even know why you put up with me.
Well, sometimes I wonder that myself.
I don't know. You know, I make these promises that I'm not going to do these things, and then somehow I always end up doing them. It's like I'm addicted to trouble or something. And I'm sure in your eyes it looks like my life with you and CJ isn't enough for me.
I've gotten that impression more than once.
But that's not true. I love my life with you and CJ, honey, I do. But I would love more than anything on earth right now is to be home, in our new home, and to be able to read CJ a bedtime story and to be able to hold you and make love to you. And I would give anything if I just had a chance to prove that to you. A chance to prove to you how much I love you and not just some stupid old stones.
I hate to say this, honey, but I think we may have run out of chances.
No, honey, when Blade comes back with that emerald, Jamie's going to be so happy to get it that he's just going to let us get out of here.
Blade is one of those convicts. Don't you realize that? I mean, if he gets into the house, if he breaks into the safe, if he gets the emerald, what makes you think he's going to come back with it? And if he does, we are going to be totally useless to Jamie. I tell you, he's going to kill us before he escapes.
Nothing like it, is there? Moon, stars, the ice-cold lake.
You must be freezing.
We could share. Just kidding, just kidding.
Is that wolves?
I could lie and say yes, but it's old man Murphy's bulldog. He always howls when he's in the mood.
In the mood for what? Oh.
I didn't mean to make you blush.
Well, how can you tell? I've been turning bright red ever since we...
You can say it. Since we peeled off our clothes and went skinny dipping. You're not sorry, are you?
No.
Good.
No, it was fun. It's just that in my entire life, I have never done anything like that. Not even with Wade.
First of many new adventures. Isn't that the whole idea?
I think that was the wine talking.
You know, I've never seen someone look so devilish and innocent all at the same time.
That was exactly how I felt. Also tipsy. Extremely tipsy. You know, if I haven't told you, I really want to thank you for not taking advantage of the situation. I mean, given the way my head was spinning, I'm not quite sure how I would have responded.
Oh, I see. It was just the wine that would have made you respond. It's so funny.
I'm sorry. It's just that while we were out there splashing around, I was thinking about what the morning after would have been like.
So I wasn't the only one, huh? Just my luck. I happened to do some growing up these past few months.
Well, it looks pretty good on you. Your newfound maturity, I mean.
Thanks. Pretty good yourself.
No, it's just the moon and the stars.
No, it's you. The way I figure it, we've only just started to get to know each other. There's no rush, right?
Right. We have all the time in the world.
Hello, I'm Deborah, Gabrielle's sister. I'm sorry if I disturbed you. My mother and I just got in today, and I'm still trying to find my way around this enormous old house. I suppose everything's familiar to you. You don't need the light on. Do you mind?
No, don't. No, Mr. Grande has this thing about wasting electricity, you know. Eccentric millionaire and everything, you know.
We have plenty of those in England. I know one gentleman who has a payphone in his drawing room. He insists all his guests pay for their calls.
Well, I guess that's why he's a millionaire, right? Well, I gotta get going now, right?
Oh, do you have to? I mean, I know so few people here in Grandview. Just Michael and Gabrielle and Martin. But it's nice to meet someone my own age.
Well, you know, the thing is I'm just a hired help here, you know.
Oh, don't be modest. Michael must trust you a great deal to give you free access to the entire house.
Well, you know, actually, now that you mention it, you know, he does kind of think of me as a young man on the go, you know. Just the other day he was saying to me, he said, you know, you're a young man on the go.
So what is it you actually do?
I'm the caretaker. That's what I do. I take care of things.
Those beautiful gardens I saw today?
Oh, you like them? Yeah, they're my pride and joy. I take care of the house, too. You know, security, things like that, you know. I make sure that everything is locked up tight before I turn in.
It's a lot of responsibility for someone so young. Do you have a name by any chance?
Yeah, sure. It's Lorenzo.
Oh, that's a wonderful name. It's like that of a Renaissance prince.
Right. Just like that. And Deborah's a very nice name, too. Was it from the Bible?
Probably. But I think my mother named me after some rich friend of hers.
So, back in England, you go to school there?
Oh, I did. Ballet school.
Ballet? Are you very good?
Some people think so. Others aren't quite so sure.
Yeah, well, I bet you're fantastic.
Thank you.
Not that I know much about ballet or anything, you know. Lately, the closest I come to ballet is wrestling.
You should go sometime when the Lambview company comes in. I think you'd enjoy it.
Well, if the other dancers are anything like you, I'm sure I would.
Well, don't let me keep you from your work.
My work?
Locking up?
Oh, yeah, right. Well, you know, everything looks pretty okay here, you know. It looks better than okay. So, it was real nice to meet you, Deborah. I hope that, I hope this won't be the last time.
Something tells me it won't be. Good night, Lorenzo.
It's not the Royal Pavilion in London, but we do our best.
And your best is enchanting. Oh, I don't just mean the wine and the dinner. Deborah and I are going to be living in royal splendor.
As you should be, as the family of the bride. Actually, Gabrielle deserves the praise because she personally designed the new suites.
Really? Well, I must say your taste has improved in every way.
I should take that as a compliment, Mother.
And just think, she's only heard a little bit about what you've done for the hotel. And for me?
Michael, please, you're going to embarrass me.
No, go ahead. Mothers love hearing their children praised.
Yes, and I can tell you that this woman makes me feel like I'm the luckiest man on the planet.
Well, if it doesn't sound like bragging, I agree. But also, Gabrielle was terribly lucky to find you.
Excuse me, Miss Medina.
Yes, Ron.
There has been a misunderstanding at the concierge's desk, and one of our long-standing customers is very
Fine.
upset.
I'll handle it.
No, this is my job.
No. You'll have more of a chance to catch up with each other. Be right back.
What a remarkable man, in every way. I'm telling you, Gabrielle, you've really found yourself a prize here.
All right, let's take off the gloves, Mother. What do you really want from me?
As I explained, I have no ulterior motives. I came here for your wedding. This family has been apart far too long. Deborah and I both felt strongly.
Nice try, Mother. But I haven't believed a word you've said so far, and I'm not going to start believing it now.
Why not? Why should I lie to you about my feelings?
Because you don't feel anything for me or family. I know you. When I was a little girl in England, I saw your true colors.
Darling, parents and children often have differences, but they outgrow them. At least some of us do.
This is not a question of maturity. It's self-preservation, mine. I learned the hard way not to trust you. I'm not about to let my guard down now.
I had hoped you'd develop a kinder, gentler nature in America. I thought, if nothing else, perhaps motherhood might soften your heart.
The way it softened yours?
All right, if it makes you feel better. If it confirms your worst opinions of me, I came here because the climate in Europe was not favorable for me to remain there.
I love the way you phrase things. Roughly translated, that means you've run out of money.
My financial condition is none of your concern.
Well, you've made it my concern by arriving like a pilgrim with your hand out. Once you learned that I was engaged to a wealthy millionaire. How long did it take you to make your plane reservations? 1 minute or 2?
Children had more respect in my day.
Parents earned it in your day.
Oh, it must be lovely to sit here in the lap of luxury and pass judgment over me. Have you forgotten what it was like for us when your father ran off back to South America?
He provided for you.
Oh, yes. He sent money occasionally when he'd done a big drug deal and he had a little left over. But when he died, his largesse died with him.
Well, you made out all right. You always do.
Yes, I did. You can ask your sister all about that. She's had everything she ever wanted, and the best of it. The best schools, the best clothes, the best friends. And that's because she deserved it. And you know what she deserves right now, my dear? She deserves to be able to share in your wedding plans. But of course, you're too selfish to allow that.
I love Deborah. And you know that I do. And I am overjoyed to see her.
Well, if you can't extend that joy to me, then at least let's call a truce, so that we can enjoy this occasion for what it is. A happy celebration. You have everything, Gabrielle. Can't you share just a little bit of it with your mother and your sister?
Well, the misunderstanding wasn't so serious after all. Ladies?
Sarah, I thought that you and Bill would have finished dinner by now. Been long gone.
Well, something came up, so I had a lovely dinner here for one and hoped I'd run into you.
Well, not for long. I'm meeting Max, actually.
No, you're not.
What do you mean I'm not?
He called and said he was going to be detained at the studio.
Oh.
Well, the good news is you can sit down and join me for some dessert and tell me about your session.
My session? Oh, with Dr. Kitchener. Yeah,
Well, so come on, sit down. How'd it go? Was he helpful?
Yeah, well, that's a good word for it.
Well, are you going to see him again?
Actually, Sarah, yeah, I am going to continue to go to the sessions, I guess, for a while.
Megan, I am so proud of you.
No, Sarah.
No, I know it wasn't easy for you to keep this appointment. But now that you have and you're getting some professional help, I know that all your problems with Ruby Bright are going to be behind you.
Yes, that's for sure. One way or another, Ruby Bright is out of my life for good.
Where the hell is Blade? It's been hours.
Jamie, I know you don't want to hear this, but I think it's time you forgot about the emerald and made plans to leave this place.
I don't want to hear that again. Now, Blade will get back here with the emerald. Everything is depending on it.
Now, see here, I know that you're disappointed, but all you can do now is cut your losses and get out while there's still time.
I know another way out.
You. I thought my grandson told you to get lost.
Love is not love that alters when it alteration finds. It says that in the Bible.
Shakespeare.
What difference does it make?
Jamie, I know that you're angry with me, but I have not stopped loving you, and I know that you still love me.
Ursula, we don't have time to talk.
I know we'll have time for gentle words and sweet kisses much later, darling, and that right now is the time for action. I know that, and that's why I've come back to you. Now, all you have to do is say the word, and I will take care of all of your enemies, Tina, Cord, whoever you say, and without you ever having to get the slightest bit of dirt beneath your fingernails. Just simple, clean, and final.
Don't listen to her, Jamie. Come away with me now.
Jamie, I got it. The ring? And you said it didn't exist. Blade, I'm forever in your debt.
Jamie, what about me?
What about you?
My offer, you know.
Everything has changed, Ursula. Happy days are here again.
I thought you'd be asleep by now.
I tried, but I couldn't fall asleep. Did you have a nice supper?
Yes, it was lovely. You were greatly missed. Michael is giving Mother a sherry in the drawing room.
Don't let me keep you.
Oh, please, I'd much prefer to be here talking to you. Oh, I remember this magazine. Once a dancer, always a dancer. All right. You have been very clever at covering up how disappointed you are about getting into the Royal Ballet.
when they told me that I'd have to wait another year, I felt a knife go in my heart.
I am so sorry.
It's not as though you were responsible. No one was. It's just one of those things that happen. But now that I'm here with you, and I've been made to feel so at home here, I'm glad Mommy insisted. And it's good to take a break from dancing.
Don't take too long of a break. Deborah, you mean so much to me. Do you know, through everything that's happened to me in my life, you have always been the good and beautiful part that I treasure.
That's a lot to live up to. But from what I can see, you're surrounded by good and beautiful things. Not to mention all the friendly and caring people.
Well, you're talking about Michael. He's rather yummy, isn't he?
And everyone else.
Everyone else? You've met Martin. Did he introduce you to the entire staff?
No, the caretaker. Lorenzo introduced himself to me. He was sweet. Handsome, too.
Oh, I'm not sure I follow you. There's no one on the staff by the name of Lorenzo.
Of course there is. I met him in this room.
In here?
He was over there by the painting. He was just checking everything was safe. I remember he was by the painting because when I walked in, the color of the painting matched his eyes.
Oh, God.
Maybe Michael hired him without you knowing. Gabrielle, who was he? He acted like he belonged here. Who is he?
God, it can't be. It can't be. No. It's gone.
It's simple, Neil. You help me, I'll do everything I can to help you. Just tell me where Jamie Sanders is hiding.
You know, even if I did know where Sanders was hiding, why would I want to tell you? I mean, you've had it in for me ever since I was a PA on Fraternity Row.
We had a misunderstanding. It seems to me you're doing everything you can to repay your debt to society. I could put in a word for you with the DA, if you help me.
I don't care about the DA. Could you put in a good word with Mary Lynn?
Mary Lynn?
Yeah, she's, I think that she's very angry with me. You know, I think she hates me, and she doesn't understand. You see, I didn't break into her house to try to hurt her. I just wanted to see her again. And, well, you know, I mean, I've been thinking about her all the time since I've been here, and, well, I just want her to forgive me.
I don't think that Mary Lynn wishes you any harm. I think she really wants to see you get the help that you need. I could talk to her for you. In fact, I think I could convince her to forgive you.
Would you? I mean, could you do that?
Sure. I'd do everything I could, but you would have to tell me where Jamie and Ursula are hiding.
Well, you don't want to mess with those guys. I mean, even while I'm in here and Jamie's out there, he can still send in orders that are going to get to me.
No, nobody is going to get to you, Neil.
No, you don't understand. I have very good reason to be scared of Jamie Sanders.
Are you more afraid of Jamie Sanders than you are of Mary Lynn feeling badly about you?
That's not a fair question.
I think it is. If you want Mary Lynn to forgive you, to see you in a different light, you're going to have to prove to her that you can be trusted. And one sure way to do that is to come clean about Jamie.
And you would talk to her for me, you promise?
I promise.
Okay. Okay, I don't know much, really.
No, just anything, Neil. Any little detail could help.
Okay, all I know is that Jamie went to Atlantic City.
Good. What part of Atlantic City?
Oh, I don't know exactly what part.
Oh, come on, man. Now, don't hold back on me.
I'm not holding back on you, and this has to remain confidential. Do you understand? I mean, if Jamie finds out that I'm the one who told you, he could have me killed.
Don't worry. Don't you worry. Jamie will never know. But thank you, Neil. Really, you've really helped.
Oh, Mary Lynn, remember your promise.
Okay, let's have the Pyramid of Dreams. Now we'll see if this emerald is the real McCoy. It should open the pyramid up and reveal the secrets of eternal life.
Whatever that means.
Shh. Go ahead, darling.
There must be something wrong with one of those other stones. One of them must be a fake.
Yes, Tina, one of them must be a fake. Your so-called emerald.
Gabrielle promised me it was real.
Then she lied. Russell Price had the other stones checked out by an expert so that I know they're genuine.
Let me look at this.
What are you supposed to be, some expert in precious gems?
No, but I know a scam when I see one. This is glass. It's very nice glass, but it's glass all the same.
Glass. Did you really think you could fool me, Tina?
Come on, Jamie. She's as stunned as you are by all this. Come on.
I doubt that. Now, nobody makes a fool out of me. Do you understand? Nobody.
Will you listen to me now, Jamie? Just kill Tina and her hubby, too. They both deserve it.
Don't listen to her, Jamie. You're a Sanders. And a Sanders would never lower himself to her barbaric level.
Who are you calling barbaric?
You cave woman.
All right, that's enough. Grimes, you're right.
Jamie!
So are you, Ursula. I'm going to take your previous suggestion and proceed fair and square. We're going to put Tina on trial after all.
Man, I have had it with your insane game. Put her on trial for what?
Murder? Murder of my father?
Now, before this goes any further...
Forget it, Grams. It's decided. I'll be the prosecutor. Cord, you can be Tina's defense. And Grams, you'll, of course, be our judge. Yeah. As for the rest of you, raise your hands. Congratulations, you're the jury. Take a good look around, Tina. Your life is in their hands.